Perfect. Okay, we are recording. Okay, Erica, your prayer was beautiful, and it was. I mean, I felt so blessed, and I know Jana did as well. Being in Hawaii, and just the way they. I mean, y'all been to some of their events to where you know how they treat you. I mean, just the fact that they pay for our trip, the flight, the hotel, and our rental car. You would think that that would be just enough, but the events that they put on and all you can eat, I mean, all of that good stuff at a couple of events throughout the week, and then also the gifts that they put in our room while we're at events is just, I mean, it just is the way Plexus does it. It just sets them apart and just it takes it up a level, and that's the way they do it. And so I just am so blessed to be where I am in the company, and I don't take that lightly because I know I can lose it as easily, and not as easily as I got it, but there were so many times that I was walking through events or walking through the hotel, the courtyard, the playing on the beach, doing our excursions, whatever it was, that I can remember thinking of, each of you guys for sure, because y'all always show up and y'all always do team calls. And so there's a few faces that popped in my head that I was like, they deserve to be here because they work hard and they do the things. And I cannot wait for the day that y'all are there with us, because it will add so much more fun and more excitement and more just all the things to it, just having you guys there. And so I thought specifically of you guys that are on this tonight, because you work hard, you want it hard, you fight hard and all those things. So I know Jana is with me on this, and we cannot wait. And I know there's people on here that couldn't be on here tonight. They have hard hours that can't be on the calls but watch the recordings. And I'm not saying that I just thought of these people, but it's those people that I know work hard and want it hard. And so anyway, some of the things they talked about in Hawaii were just encouraging, because I think they know that we are working really hard. Sometimes our points aren't going the direction that we want them to, or that things aren't going as easily as we want them to. And I know they realize that. Celeste did an incredible live on the Destination Diamond Destination Dream Team page that I want to share on our page, that I think we make things too complicated, that we have all these things that we have to do, and if we'll just get back to the basics. And Jana's going to share a lot of things on systems that we talked about that I think are helpful, as they're just things that we can do to help, but really getting back to the basics of going silver and helping our people go silver every month. And you can't help but not see our points go up. So I'm anxious to hear from Jana on that as well, just on the systems that we do. As far as just a little announcements that they did and some changes that they made, I wrote down a few things, and I'm going to try to do those quickly because I know we got started a little bit later, and I want Jana to have plenty of time to talk about those. But they did update that I saw they updated that we have earned or have donated 2 million meals as far as with the lean, and I saw an update today. It's up to 2.5. And that's just mind-blowing and so exciting. And I love that we do this philanthropy of giving meals to hunger. I just think that adds another aspect to our amazing company. So that's so exciting. Free shipping, and this is new, and it starts today. Free shipping from now to December when your subscription is on and over 145 PV. I mean, it applies automatically, no questions asked, and it's on there. So that's a huge plus to get your customers, ambassadors, all those to get that to 145 PV, because get free shipping automatically. And so no coupon codes needed, none of that, just applies automatically. So that was super exciting. I think that's fun. Many changes to welcome packs, and I know we got an email on that, so I'm not going to read each of those, but they did take away some welcome packs, kept some the same, and added some as well. And so you'll want to go back and look at your email on those new welcome packs. This one I thought was pretty cool, and it just ended, but they will be doing this randomly, but you will be getting we will be getting double building bonuses for enrollments in select states. Like this past month that ended yesterday was Arizona, California, Florida, Nevada, and Texas. And so if you enrolled somebody in those states, then you got double building bonuses. And so they said not to fret. That's just this bunch of states. There will be other states coming throughout the next months. So be watching for those. I think that's fun. I love if they're doing that. Also, it gets our brains triggered on who do I know in those states that I can reach out to. I think it just is another one of those like friends, family, the Franks list. But then, okay, let's go statewide. Who do I know in those states that I can get on my team? Consistency Club prizes. Did y'all see those? I love that they're doing the contest per period. So for this period, it's period 2. It goes from October 1st to December 31st. 300 Club is your choice of journals, 3-pack of journals or a power bank. 500 Club is a carry-on suitcase or a Bluetooth speaker. And then 700 Club is an Apple Watch, which I know Jana's going for. Who else did I see? And a Roomba, which is what I've been dying for. So I'm like, I'm going for it. So that's also in the email. But real quick, the 300 Club, you have to have one new ambassador. These all have to be with the welcome pack. And then a new customer and these all have to be 75 PV or more. So 300 Club is one each of those. 500 Club is 2 new ambassadors with welcome packs and 2 new customers, 75 PV or higher. And then 700 Club is 3 new ambassadors with welcome packs and 3 new customers, 75 PV or more. So I'm like, that is so cool that if you get those each of those months, you get to pick one of those prizes. So I am so excited that they're doing that. You don't have to wait the whole long time. They're still doing the big convention treat, but you don't have to wait the big long time to get that treat. You can get them along the way too. So I think that's fun. And all of these are also in the scoop. And so be sure that you read that throughout the month because all of these updates are in that. 2 more big things that I want to share, and I hope I'm okay. Jana's frozen, so I hope she's, excuse me, I hope she can verify that I'm okay sharing this. But coming up in in a little while, they didn't say specifically when, but anybody so keep this in your mind as you're getting new ambassadors, anybody with a $199 welcome pack, anybody that gets the $199 welcome pack, your building bonus, for one, you'll get points for them. Like in the future, or now what they've been is you get the welcome pack, and then the next month you get their points. Well, now they're doing it if they get the $199 welcome pack, that you, sorry, I was reading that chat, that you get not only the building bonus, but you go ahead and you get the points for them as well. So I think that is so exciting. So for the month they join, you still get points and you get the building bonus. So excited, but that's just on the $199 welcome pack. And they'll send more information out on that. If I'm not supposed to tell that, y'all don't tell anybody as I'm recording and putting that on our team page. But anyway, I thought that was super exciting. They didn't say not to tell, so I'm assuming it's okay. And then new products will be coming out soon. I don't know if y'all been following this. They did a little fun video, and I know you can see that on Instagram and things like that. But for more hints and tips, follow Sharon C. Kretz. Get it? Sharing Secrets. And Plexus Top Secrets. And those are on Instagram. I'm sure on Facebook as well. But Sharon C. Kretz and Plexus Top Secrets. So follow those, and then check your mail on around October 15th for more hints and information on that. So lots of fun things that they're doing. And I'm telling you, I think that that's their way of saying, we know your struggles. We know all your hiccups and things like that. We know you want this hard, and they're just giving us little perks and tips along the way to help us get those things. And so anyway, so I think that's super exciting, and I'm so super excited about a new product coming up. Have no idea what that'll be. Gina's back. And so anyway, okay, so that was all of my announcements. So it's perfect timing, Jana. I'm gonna let you take it over with your wheel park.
I'm not frozen now?
No, you're not. You're good.
So weird. I'm watching I'm doing y'all. Kathy's talking. I'm going. All these faces and nobody knows. It was so fun.
We couldn't see any of it.
Okay, so darn it. Okay. All right, so I don't even know for sure what Kathy said, but there were a couple of things that I don't know if she said them. I just want to say I'm really quick, and if she did, I'm sorry. But one of the things I'm most excited about is, two things I'm most excited about. When people sign up starting this month, their auto ship is automatically going to turn on. We don't have to explain to them how to turn on their auto ship. Could somebody give me a glory, hallelujah, amen? Now, I don't know if that's live yet because I haven't enrolled anybody October 1st yet, but that was supposed to be the thing this month. So it's going to help us so much, y'all, because user experience is all about the user experience. And then they took away, I know she talked about welcome packs, but they took away all the combos that are under 100 PV. And because that kills us, right? They join with a slim accelerator, and then they set that up as their auto ship, and next month it's 99 PV. What are you supposed to do? Because that's what you started them on. So they're done away with that. So that's all good stuff. I'll move on now to my part. But y'all, they also said, they hinted and said that for the next 3 months, there's going to be big income potential over the next few months through, I guess, things they're going to be offering us that they really didn't tell us about specifically, because they know that we're a bunch of big blabbermouths and we tell everything. So we do. Nothing can stay a secret. Okay, so I have a bunch of notes. Erica will be so thrilled that I have these notes, but I didn't take these notes. But I have them. Someone else took them, and I'm going to use them. Now what I want to do is I want to share Bob Heilig's video. So just a warning, it is about an hour-long presentation. So it's something that I really think that is extremely valuable. You know that I think Bob's material is valuable. I want you to see why. I'm going to go over some key points, but you can even just break it up, you know. I know Erica says she listens in the car sometimes or whatever. You can break it up into little parts, and you don't have to do the whole hour and sit down with your pen and write things down. Now, I will say there may be things that you're going to go, aha, and you're going to want something to write on. So you might want to, you know, take the time. A lot of this wasn't new to me because it's part of what, so I participate in his Leadership Academy every month. So this is kind of drilled into our brains all the time. But I tell Kathy, it was still a great refresher even for me. Now, first I'm going to start with something from, I really want to respect the time, and I don't have my time clock up. Oh, good, 11 minutes. No problem. Okay. Alec Clark, our president, started with something that's super important. Things that you cannot take back. 3 things you cannot take, 4 things you cannot take back. The words we say, an arrow once it's shot, a first impression, and time. So a lot of the focus for us was balance. Balancing everything that we have going on, and are we out of balance with our personal lives, our business, and all of that. So it was important. And he had us actually quite awkwardly spend 1 whole minute in silence thinking about one person who has impacted our life. And then he asked us questions about that person. So just kind of just really, what is it about that person that has impacted your life? What do you want to emulate from that person? You know, and it was really neat. So then I'm going to move on to what Bob had. His title was Leading with Love, which I love, and Leaving a Legacy. So one of the most important things, I think, no matter where we are, if we have 1 team member or 1 customer or 100 team members and 100 customers, we are by definition, by default, a leader. Now, are we a capable leader? Maybe not. You know, we still have to earn that leadership role, but we are responsible. We know that when we bring someone on, we feel that responsibility to give them their best experience for their goals. So this leadership, I don't want you to think, oh, well, this was just for the jewels. No, this is for you. So we need to make a shift. We are so big, and there's nothing wrong with it, but on personal development, right? Who's read or is reading Girl Wash Your Face? You know, that's personal development. That's not leadership development, and there is a significant difference. And so we need to make a shift, that we start to pour into learning how to become a leader. We can learn this by watching videos. Emily Gibson is one of my favorites. Just a caring, wonderful diamond who you know, really pours into. You know, there's just several that are not just motivational, but they're actually leadership development things. And you know, there's a lot of good materials out there too about your leadership development. A lot of it by John Maxwell. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership is a book you should have. And you will go through that and you will find where you land. And it will help you, I promise. All right, so we're moving on. He talked about fear being one of our biggest obstacles. Fear of failure and fear of success. Now with that, I toggle back and forth between the two. It's crazy, right? I'm scared to succeed. Oh, wait, I'm scared to fail. That makes no sense. But it's the way we are. We are the masters of self-sabotage. We question our ability to do things. Here's an example. I spoke to someone in Maui who liked my bag, and that's what started the conversation. She's an Elizabeth Arden executive, and I was almost shaking in my boots. I was so excited to talk to her because she wanted to hear about my business, okay? So then as soon as she left, I told Jeff, I said, do you see the goosebumps I've got all over me right now? And then the next thing that came into my mind, and I said it out loud, was that if she joins me, will I be able to take her where she can go? And would I be the kind of leader that she needs? And that was basically me saying, no, I can't. And that is self-sabotage, right? My fears are going to control me. Now, I've reached out to her, so I'm going to have to set my mindset to say, yes, I am. Sure I am. Why can't I lead her into that? Into that success, if that's what she wants. Why is it so difficult to overcome our mindsets? So this is kind of different, okay? And I love this. We focus, especially in this business or just in life, it's just kind of the way, only the way that God created us, but it's the way when original sin came into play, we became focused on ourselves, focused on what we can get. And that's the problem with our business. You're not waking up excited because you're focused on what you can get. And therefore, if you're not getting, then you're not going to be excited. Or when you do get it, let's say that day I hit Emerald. That was an epic day. Was that enough to keep me excited and motivated for the next 2 years? No. That was a momentary thing, okay? Same is true with earning a cruise. Those are all great things, but they're not sustainable as far as being our intrinsic motivators. And social media is the worst because it makes us compare ourselves to others. Probably we have the worst comparison right now in this day and age than ever before. Because when you think back, at least this generation, us, we can remember when we did not have social media and we didn't know everybody's highlight reels. We did see people at church maybe and say, wow, they've got it all together. But now it's blasted in our face day in, day out. And she got a $14,000 shopping spree. What in the world? You know, that kind of thing. So the ego tries to protect you, okay? And the way it tries to protect you is you set that mindset of saying, you know what? You know, I can't do that. And that way you can't fail, right? If you tell yourself to do it, then you can't fail because you're not going to do it. So he even, and this wasn't unusual for Bob, I'm going to say, because he usually, in our talks, he usually kind of just says, you know, the universe will give you this, the universe will do that. But he actually said, Plexus is a gift, I posted the graphic, a gift given to you by God to change the lives of other people. So here's where our shift needs to be. It's others focused. He said when we shift our focus to others, away from our ego and what we can get, that's when we will find success. Don't run from your fears. Follow your fears. Face it. Do it again. Face that fear again and again and again until it becomes not a fear anymore. So, and the way to do that is with service. So when you take that mindset, and some of y'all are better at that than others of us, I'm not as good at that. It's not that I'm selfish. It's just that I'm not as good at that. Seeing a need, as some of you guys are gifted in doing that. So think of Plexus as your vehicle, and you have a responsibility to these other people. So you basically are going to say, you know what, think about a situation. Think about your best friend, okay? This was something he said. So you've got a best friend, right, or a sister or somebody, you know, a brother, sister. He will speak truth to you no matter what. They will push you and tell you you're screwing up, okay? So that is where I say I lose myself. That's why I don't like notes. What if someone didn't care enough to push me to go after my fears and crush them? Think of your team, us, your core people. When we say, do this, do that, think of us as doing this because we care enough to push you, because we know you can do more, not because we're judging, because I guarantee we are all struggling with the very exact same thing, okay? Bob himself said his very biggest fear his whole life was speaking in public. And now what is he doing? He is speaking to the masses, and it's only going to get bigger. I would not be surprised if he was not at convention. I'm crossing my fingers and all my toes because it's just so good. But so be vulnerable, okay? It helps you be more credible. Now, don't air all your dirty laundry, but be vulnerable and show that you struggle. That humanizes you. I had a conversation here in Amarillo, Erica and Allison, we were sitting around a table, and I just casually said something about a struggle I had in the business. And it was like a light bulb moment for Allison. She said, I'm so glad you said that. Because she assumed, because I have this title and this, that I'm not struggling. And she said, we need to know more of that. we need to see more of your struggle, okay? And that was totally the opposite of what I thought leadership should be. I can't let them see me struggling or they're going to lose hope. She said that gave her hope. Be vulnerable. All right, so here's another thing. I'm going to move on to the other tips he gives. There's so many, and I can't go over them all. But one of the things he's always talking about that I really want to encourage you all to do, start doing live videos on your Facebook page. And you're going to say, I don't want to. I don't have anything important to say. Well, that's a red light right there. It doesn't even matter a lot of times what the content is, because your live videos is getting people to connect with you. They're going to see things in your feed more often. The algorithms are going to work better. So maybe, kind of think about it. Do you want to say things that add value all the time? Is that your personality? Or do you want to, just joke around? Or do you want to be like me and walk through the grocery store with your phone and people laughing at you that I'm doing a live in a grocery store? I've discovered who I am, and I'm random. So my lives are pretty random. But I try to put some value in there. Aubrey, I asked her about her lives because she always has these valuable life lessons that she wants to share. And she said, you know what? That's kind of how I've defined myself. But she said, I always do self-deprecating humor because she said, I've got a lot of material for that. Funny things that I do, silly ways that I screw up. I share that. That makes her more human to people. And then she kind of brings it around to something valuable. Quickly, this one's super important. He put up a picture of a thermostat and a thermometer, okay? And said, which one are you? A thermostat or a thermometer? And I knew what he was going with, but a lot of people were like, I don't know what you're talking about. So think about, what does a thermostat do? A thermostat tells you the temperature of the room or your patient or whatever. It tells you what the that's the thermometer. Sorry. The thermometer tells you the temperature, right? The thermostat sets the temperature. And that is huge because the thermostat is proactive. It's not controlled by its environment. It's not controlled by ship jumpers. Can I get a hallelujah on that right now? Because that's where, are people who are saying ugly things, or that it's not controlled by what's going on around, or maybe my team members aren't doing what I need them to do, or my people aren't ordering. And then if you're a thermostat, then you're going to be proactive. If you are a thermometer, then you're going to go, nobody's doing anything, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's, so you don't want to be reactive. You want to be proactive. You are a thermostat. I'm on time. Let's see, it's 8:33. Okay, so I am not going to, he goes on and talks about systems. Kathy touched on that. I really do want you guys to watch the video. Really, one of the keys really is to our success is that our systems, good systems, be in place. Systems don't fail, okay, because they duplicate down. And we're trying really hard to make our systems not complicated and maybe suited to what level you are at. So your new ambassador, to not vomit all the things on them. Let's just help them be through. So, and I did love what Celeste said in her video. It was a reminder about back to basics. Go silver every month and help your new people go silver. Once they get a check, they're sold. They're in, guys. They're in. And then help them get someone and do it through, Bob would say, using three-way chats. Bob would say using a third-party validation after you connected with them. That can be a website. That can be a video. We have great videos in our back office or even on YouTube that you can send depending on what your conversation is. Short ones that aren't real detailed, not training videos. A third-party validation. And then that chat gives that that validation from someone outside. My newest team members have adopted that, and it's working really well for us. And Michelle joined me in the summer. She went silver the first month. She went super silver the second month. Everything was three-way chats. Everything we're doing in there is three-way chats. And they just, because they're new, they just think that's how it's always been done, right? And so this is what we do. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Marcy has opened herself up to be in a three-way chat with one of my more difficult ambassadors. Not difficult as a person, difficult health issues. Gosh, Vicki, if you watch this, you're not a difficult person, but she has difficult health issues. And Marcy's guru and all of that gut stuff. So we got lots of gurus. Anyway, so basically he kind of ends with so your systems is your onboarding, and that is really where we're dropping the ball, I think, as a team. I think Kathy would agree possibly, is getting them onboarded and getting them successful right from the start. Whatever that looks like for them. And we need to work on that, all of us. And so we're working on that. Anyway, that's all the notes I've got, and that was Bob in a nutshell, an hour and 10 minutes. So anyway, some great tips. I do have somebody made it into a YouTube, so I will share that. And y'all can watch it at your leisure.
Awesome. Thank you. And I want to reiterate that if you will post that, Jana, though, or give me the link or whatever too, I would love for everybody to get to watch it, because it's hard to do what he did in 30 minutes, 10, 15 minutes or whatever, but we do have some amazing tools. We just have to use them and just not throw everything at everybody, because it's overwhelming. And I can remember it was kind of fun to learn a lot of stuff on my own and get to figure it out, instead of going, okay, do this, I would be going, oh, wait, stop, and so I think those things are very good to think about. So we have some great things that they gave to us, some great things coming, and I know Ladies Retreat too will announce a lot of big things as well, and so lots of things around every corner, and so it's super, super exciting times. So it's just get to work time and make it happen. And I'm like, okay, 700 Club this month, next month, and on, and get that Roomba for me, because my floors are not going to clean themselves.
And you know what? To get that really fits in with our power of 3, because at top level, that's 3 ambassadors, 3 customers. Help your new ambassadors. Celeste said, that's how all of these diamonds, made it up to diamond. Well, of course, there were some other factors, but it was that simple. You get 3, I help you get 3, and the next month I'm still going to keep getting 3. I'll get my 3, and then I'm done. So it falls right in with that 700 Club, and I love that. And it's a challenge for me. I can get 3 ambassadors easier than I can get 3 customers. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, a lot of you are backwards. You can get your customers, no problem, but ambassadors is difficult. So we can do this. But by the time January gets here, we want a larger team in place, okay? We want more people on our team, not just more customers. We do want more customers, but we want a larger team in place for what's going to come in January, because then that momentum's going to really kick up. And so a lot of people are saying, well, I don't make as good a progress during those incentive months because I don't have a team under me. So guess when the time is to build a team under you? It's now. Now's the time. So in my team page, another thing we're doing, Kathy, is, and I got it from the Jewel page, so is trying to get wholesale ambassadors to get 1 customer, 1. Which if they do that, they'll get $35. If they have 100 PV and they get a triplex preferred, that's $35 off their products every month. So that's just a little 5-day thing that I'm going to be posting every day in my team page, and hoping that people kind of tag their people and say, hey, let's get you a customer. I think it'd be really cool. And then on those months where they don't order, they've got a triplex customer. It gives that stability in your organization. And that's what I'm looking to do now, is to give more stability. So now I'm talking again. Shut up, Jana.
No, I love that. And I'm so glad that you shared that. And I have not seen that come across the Jill page, but I want to copy that and do that on our page, because I think that is incredible for multiple reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So getting the word out, and just, yeah, all kinds of reasons behind that.
It just tells them, oh, hey, do this, and it's just one. That's not so daunting, maybe, too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, I could get my mother or my sister or my gardener, maybe,
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Well, thank y'all we're already a little bit late, but anyway, thank y'all for spending some of your Monday night with us, and sharing and caring and learning and all that with us. So y'all have a great night, and we'll see you this week, but for sure next Monday. So y'all have a great night. Absolutely. See y'all.
Yeah, thank you. Bye, friends.
Bye, y'all.
See you next Monday.
See y'all.
Hey.